Hang on. There's a reason they won't give us the detail. We have no knowledge of where this is taking us, but we have Lydia Thorpe to thank. She doesn't want a voice. She doesn't want a treaty. She wants ownership. Young people need to understand what that means. Our capital system works on the principle that if you buy and mortgage your property, you have title to it. What Lydia Thorpe is saying is that even though you've paid the mortgage, it's not your land. And that means you will pay rent on property you think you own. Every time the Prime Minister is asked a question about this, character assassination follows. We're racist or we're divisive. Peter Dutton announces that he'll campaign for a no vote, and Noel Pearson called it the Judas betrayal of our country. Noel Pearson can say it, but if Dutton did, all hell would break loose. Senator Jacinta Price will vote no. A brilliant Indigenous achieving Australian, Noel Pearson accused her of being punched down by white fellas. And so Jacinta Price gets hate mail. If you're on the side of the yes vote, you can use any language you like. That's virtuous. If you're on the no side and you seek to explain yourself, then no matter how reasonable or courteous the explanation, you are a racist. Professor Marcia Langton, the co-chair of the Indigenous Voice to Parliament Design Group, said of Peter Dutton, I think they rely absolutely on deceit and misrepresentation. And I have to say, a great deal of ignorance, unquote. In other words, shut up, Dutton, because you advocate no, you shouldn't be heard. Well, Vicky Campion, writing about this matter last week brilliantly, highlighted that, quote, documents from the original working group, there it is on your screen, released under Freedom of Information laws, reveal that any, quote, any voice to Parliament, these are documents, they're there, any voice to Parliament should be designed so that it could support and promote a treaty-making process, and that the treaty must include, there it is, it's on the screen, a fixed percentage of gross national product, rates, land tax and royalties, unquote. She warns that meetings of minutes in the preparation of all of this, the voice, involve changing the names on the map of Australia, so that, quote, Aboriginal names for places and things across Australia should be the norm and used by wider Australians. And the flag must be changed, it says. These are in minutes of these meetings. The flag must be changed because, quote, the Australian flag symbolises the injustices of colonisation, unquote. No wonder the Prime Minister doesn't want to provide detail. Documents released by the National Indigenous Australians Agency argue, National Indigenous Australians Agency argue, and this is why the no case must do some homework and young people must be courteously informed. Listen to this, quote, the dialogue discussed that a treaty could include a proper say in decision-making, the establishment of a truth commission, reparations, a financial settlement, such as seeking a percentage of GDP, the resolution of land, water and resources issues, recognition of authority and customary law, and guarantees of respect for the rights of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. It's all there. As Vicky Campion rightly asks, why should we have to rely on freedom of information to get these details? Why won't the Prime Minister be open and honest about the details? The lovely cosy sentiments about changing the Constitution to recognise the role of First Nations people in Australia's history make the very significant changes in the government of our country. And this is what it represents. And as I said, as Vicky Campion has pointed out, this is all there in documents from the original working group, but you can only get it under freedom of information. The Prime Minister and the proponent of the voice, any proponents, don't want us to know these things. And if you don't know, you vote no. We must not accept race-based changes to our Constitution.